Quick Crypto, bringing you breaking Kaspa news. Don't say I didn't warn you, because I told you time and time again that a tier 1 exchange listing was inevitable and that it was on the horizon, and once just one of those exchanges decided to list Kaspa, it could very well be the last time we see Kaspa this cheap ever again. Looking at the market chart right now, Kaspa's currently valued at 14.8 cents. Down roughly 7.80% on the daily time frame, and it's safe to say that the real adoption for Kaspa is just getting started. Potentially a price explosion is brewing. We're going down, but we're going to come back up. I am most certain of that. So without further ado, this post, this confirmation, comes from the official Kaspa Twitter page or X page. So this is not mere speculation. This is legit. North America rejoice. Thanks Kraken for cracking open the door for a peek at the incoming listing of Kaspa. This is absolutely massive news. The retail floodgates for Kaspa is about to open. A tsunami of liquidity will flood into this market, sending Kaspa's price skyrocketing, and it is more bullish than I could possibly imagine. Now, it is important to note a number of things. Firstly, as per this official post from the Kraken listing website, they state, "We'll update this roadmap once the listing committee decides to list an asset, but an asset's inclusion on this roadmap does not guarantee its listing." So in that regard, this doesn't actually guarantee Kaspa will be listed, except for the fact that Kaspa futures already exist on Kraken exchange. So they've been building up their liquidity of this asset for some time now. And also, Kaspa is about to level up, with the likes of KRC20 and Rust 10 BPS around the corner, Binance and Marathon getting involved, and so much more to cover in this video, which I will cover all of that in this video. But the point being is that it would be in Kraken's best interest right now to do the listing sooner rather than later. Kaspa has already entered the top 20 crypto project without a top tier exchange listing. The casual traders and investors, the ones who only use the big exchanges, haven't had a chance to dip their toes into Kaspa just yet, but they are about to. This listing is just the first of what I believe will be many that will happen in this bull cycle, and we will see Kaspa's price sent parabolic, sent to the moon. And potentially we could see Kaspa reach over $7 by the end of 2025, this bull cycle. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. Now, I am sure that a question some of you may be asking right now is, well, if this is such bullish news, then why is Kaspa correcting quite heavily right now, down 7%? Well, because this is confirmation of a listing, yes, but for the most part, we don't know when this listing will be, just like it is in their roadmap, so it shouldn't be too far away, but it's not anytime soon, to say the least. And B, the community has known that tier 1s, that Kraken would inevitably list Kaspa at some point in the future, and it was just a matter of time. So yes, this is bullish news, but in the immediate short term, it won't do too much. I am sure though we will see a lot of positive price action when the listing is posted on their Twitter or X page, because therefore it will be mere days away. And also we might see more positive price action for a little while after the listing as well, as the Kraken traders and investors will finally get access to Kaspa. After which then, we will likely see Kaspa correct in price, because that's the common theme with exchange listings. Once the project has been listed on the actual exchange, the FOMO has passed and it will then go back to where it should be in value. But this again is just the beginning. There's so much money to be made with Kaspa, and in this crypto space as a whole, right now more than ever before, it is so important you do your research, which is why I recently just created a free to join community Discord server, where in this community together we are all working to increase our knowledge to find the true money makers, the true crypto gems, to be a part of the biggest wealth transfer in history. I launched it last week. We already have over 100 members. It's growing so quickly. And the moment this announcement was made, members of my community were immediately informed about it. So if you want to be even more up to date with announcements as well as learning, then by all means come be part of the family. The link to join will be in the description below. But now, in my personal opinion, this Kraken listing will be the first of many, and in fact, it may be the catalyst that causes the other top exchanges to act as well, listing Kaspa and sending its price into a frenzy. Because you see, as I've mentioned in my daily YouTube live streams, I stream every single day at the exact same time, come check me out if you want to. I mentioned in this live stream that OKX, for one, are part of the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation, the KEF. Furthermore, Coinbase, they funded Kaspa's original research and also have close ties to BlackRock, who are a shareholder of Marathon Digital Holdings, who just diversified their portfolio to no longer exclusively mine Bitcoin, but also to include mining Kaspa. So in that regard, OKX and Coinbase definitely have connections and know of Kaspa, and I'm quite sure they are quietly building up their liquidity right now to eventually make a spot listing. And then you have Binance, the world's largest exchange. I made a video again recently covering this, but in short, Binance recently opened a zero fees mining pool, which is insane news. And they most likely did this to compete with Coinbase, who again has connections to BlackRock, who has connections to Marathon. So this is very bullish news, and not to mention that Binance also has Kaspa futures as well as Kraken. So Binance are actively building up their Kaspa bag so they can eventually make a listing when it's most convenient for them to do so. And again, as I mentioned, with both Marathon and Binance mining Kaspa right now, that could also explain as to why in just 1 month, we saw Kaspa's hash rate jump from roughly 370 to 756 in just 1 month, which is absolutely insane. This Kraken listing, which in my opinion will rise the price of Kaspa, I am sure could be the catalyst to see the likes of Coinbase, OKX, Binance and the rest of them announce their Kaspa spot listing as well. If not, I am still confident at this point that we will see many tier 1s list Kaspa in this bull cycle, sending its price even higher than expected as institutions are getting involved and there will be more adoption than ever in this bull cycle, more money flowing into crypto. For example, Morgan Stanley, one of the biggest banks in America, are effectively initiating what is to be the second wave of institutional adoption into Bitcoin through the ETFs, as their 15,000 wealth managers are pitching about Bitcoin ETFs to their clients. Not to mention, in regards to Kaspa, we have the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation. They are doing mind-blowing things with Kaspa already, it seems, posting Kaspa, where truth meets speed, the blockchain trilemma solved, scalability, security, decentralization in perfect harmony. Kaspa block stack architecture is the foundation of Web 4 and enterprise solutions. The future isn't coming, it's confirming almost instantly. Now, why is this important? Well, because they are going to be holding an enterprise event next month to discuss support measures for the KII Launchpad, but also for enterprise platform to connect with Kaspa, which is huge news. But additionally, Panda from the KII media team confirmed that the KII and DII have a common chairman and board members. However, there will be official partnerships being announced in the coming weeks, so this is very bullish. It is likely that soon we will see the partners of the DII, which includes the likes of Shell and Hyundai, directly partner with Kaspa as opposed to using the connection as the bridge. Again, massive news for Kaspa's future adoption and therefore price. The KII are going to get Kaspa's name out there like wildfire. We will see so many more exchange listings scrambling to issue Kaspa spot listings. And we will even see more posts like this of Kaspa being accepted as a form of payment around the world as a peer-to-peer electronic currency for what Bitcoin was intended to do, but just better than Bitcoin. KRC20, the Kaspa blockchain, will also play a massive role in achieving this, and we are expecting to see another relaunch a little later than expected at the end of this month, potentially even early September next month. But to me, this is not bad news, this is actually still positive, as it tells me that they are doing everything they can to make sure this new relaunch is as perfect as it can possibly be, so they can issue a full release just in time for the crypto bull run. Right now, the KRC20 runs on 1 block per second, but it has been tested on the testnet 11, so it can function on 10 BPS. I would not be surprised to see the full release of KRC20 before the end of this year, and then a couple months after that, once any further bugs and developments have been addressed, then we will see the announcement of the hard fork to 10 BPS on the mainnet, and Kaspa just going even more parabolic from them, blowing every other blockchain out of the water. The market for crypto and Kaspa as a whole may continue to consolidate around these prices for the next week or two, especially with the looming Fed money printing and the potential emergency rate cut meeting that's meant to be happening sometime any day now. But that just means that Kaspa will stay cheaper for longer before the tier 1s and other major catalysts send Kaspa's price to the moon. Of course, at times like this, it's easy to get excited, but again, don't be emotional, be logical. And if you want to learn more, then again, come join the free Discord link below, and I'll see you in the next one.